sugar.
Hi, maybe you're watching this video just because you find it, or maybe you really want to get informed. Whatever, now we're gonna tell to you a little bit about sugar consumption. But first of all, do you know what sugar is? Silly question, of course you know, but let's explain in a more formal way. Sugar is a carbohydrate obtained of beet and cane. We eat crystals and we use it to sweeten food or drinks. But sugar is also found naturally in fruits or even in food that we consider salty. And there are two different types of sugar, monocharged and discharged.
So, usually when we talk about the damage caused by excessive consumption of sugar, we refer to health and to diseases such as obesity. But here, we will mention how it affects our environment and how to stop producing it will collapse our society. So, let's go to that. Because of the excessive sugar consumption, we have massive sugar production that really screw up our environment. But how? Let's check these points. Forests must be cleared to plant sugar. You need water, fossil fuel, processing weights affect the environment, but also sugar consumption leads to a parallel consumption of products such as tea, chocolate, and coffee. But before we get really deep in all this environmental subject, let me explain you how this whole sugar addiction started, because we haven't been in all this mad sugar production since ever. In fact, at first, sugar was a luxury item and it was used through history as a medical remedy, spice, sweetener, and preservative. But with the time, sugar production increased and as the demand grew, the price declined. So more and more people started to consume it until a lot of slaves were needed to produce it. That was a long time ago, but now there are still people that live in base of it. From 1600 to 1800, sugar drove the economy of Europe, America, Asia, and Africa, and did more to reshape the world than any empire, ruler, or war. Millions of people were taken enslaved from Africa to work in sugar plantations. In the Caribbean, people died to satisfy sugar demand in Europe. Since then, the cultivation of sugarcane was extended to all tropical and subtropical regions. Now it's time to see some numbers and to talk about environmental facts.
Sugar contains galactose, fructose, and galactose, and it is widely produced by sugarcane and sugar beet. A report says that an average person consumes 24 kilograms of sugar every year, and the world is producing around 174 million tons every year. There is no country where sugar is not being used.
Sugarcane is a water-intensive crop that remains in the soil all year long. As one of the crops that need more water in the world, sugarcane affects the environmentally sensitive regions, such as the Atlantic forest. It also affects biodiversity. In conclusion, sugar consumption and consumerism were originated because of the increase in sugar production. It's too commercialized, we can find it in almost everything, and we can stop consuming it now. So 100 years ago we have slaves that work in sugar production, but we now have people that live off it.
The world lives by sugar, but it's also killing us and killing our planet. The solution is really complicated because we can't stop producing sugar. So we have to create conscience to make sugar a less consumed product. And also open a lot of works for people that live off sugar production. We will create a better world.